Digital video of the DUPLO DC10000S single tower with DC48SH, DC48F, and DC48T booklet making system. What we're going to do is I'm going to go over the setup procedure for this run, which is the 5 signatures of cardstock, the 49 centimeters by 32.5 centimeters. As you can see, like I mentioned in the video prior to this one, you're going to want to have at least one bin in between each for feeding. It doesn't mean you can't use the other bins. It just means when you're feeding this kind of a stock, you're going to have to leave space in between. On the tower, you also want to get in here, and I'm going to show you. I backed off the vacuum here. It's hard to see a little bit, but as you can see, that little hole right there, you want to back that vacuum off a little bit, and you do it on all of them universally. And the reason behind that is that this cardstock is very porous. It'll want to pick up more than one at once. You'll get multiple doubles, and a way to stop that is to back some of the vacuum off, and those are the bleeds on this. You also have these sheet separators here. You can see the white tab sticking down next to the tan sucker foot there. You're going to drop them down to the first notch, which is about where you're going to run most of the time, unless you're running like a heavy coated stock. But with this stock, definitely bring them down to 1. It'll help separate this the sheet so that you're not pulling doubles repeatedly. Your sets in the back here, these are the bend tension. And what you want to do here is have them all on 3. And the reason behind that is that if you pull up too hard on the bend, again, of course, you're going to start getting doubles because it's going to push the sheets up too hard and allow it to feed more than the one sheet at a time. Your other adjustment is this sucker valve assembly knob here. It's already set, and it should be set when you get it too, but if for some reason it's not exactly set, what you're going to want to do is, it's hard to see this, but you'll see how you have just a little bit of gap between that sheet separator and the pile. You want to do that when you get it. Again, it may move in transport. Just go ahead and put it back there, and all you have to do is just rotate this clockwise to increase the gap, counterclockwise to decrease the gap, and that'll help you get it right where it needs to be. You may need to adjust here or there a little bit, and some of it's kind of a learning curve, and as soon as you get it and you understand where it's at, you'll understand, and then you'll understand on other stocks too. You need to have a little more distance or a little less distance depending on the stock. On your exit conveyor here, there's really nothing to do. It just runs. If it stops working, you start getting jams all of a sudden, clean the belts. Over here is a stitcher assembly. We have it set up to when the set comes in, the back jogger touches it. When it's back jogging, it touches completely to the set. Same as the side jog and the side guide. They're set to close just onto the set. You're not trying to push it, just touch it. You have this mode here, which is called test mode. When you're setting up, go into test mode, all you have to do is push it, then feed a single set down. And here we go. You can see the back jogger is touching completely. Side jogger is touching. Of course, the guide doesn't move. It stays where it's at. Once you have it where you need it, you just set it for 12-inch, 10-inch, 9-inch, and so on. To make sure you've got it set, you can use the jogger feature. You just push this button here that says jog. It jogs everything together. When you stop, it stops on the set. If you need to move the back jogger, the knob is right here. Move it a little closer, a little further. However, the side jogger is not movable. The side guide is. What you're going to use is the side guide to push it over to the side jogger. And then here you have a similar setup. You have these head stops here. Your adjuster's here, same as that back jogger. Set it where you need it, where you have it's in between and it has it completely folded in half. Or if you need to fold it other than in half, say your bleed won't let you fold it in half, you can adjust one way or the other. When you finish that, you're going to hit stitch, then eject. You're going to want to have these push wheels or register wheels, you want to have them right on the edge of the page there. Well, they're not quite on it, but they're not off of it. Your straps go in so that it doesn't jump the stops there. It's the same here. You have these guides, they're skis, so they don't jump these stops in here. Those stops are adjusted by this adjustment right here, just like the one before it. Set it to where you need to have it. The numbers could be a little bit off here, and the reason that is that we had to make this accept a little bit larger sheet than what it was designed for. So you actually a full centimeter further to the left or oversized than what the setting says. We have a replacement for this we'll be shipping with you. If you need to go back and do others for whatever reason, I'm not really sure why you would, but if you do, you're going to get it. As soon as it's in the folder, you're going to want to go ahead and fold. Now, normally I would turn the trimmer's cutting option off by this little switch over here on the back. To adjust that switch, turn it on and off, you pull it, and then lower it. And pull it, set it back. If you just try to switch it, it's not going to work. You have to pull a little in, slide out, then switch. Well, the reason we trim this time is so I can show you the setting. We're at exactly 9 for 24 centimeters and 1 millimeter. And I'll grab the metric ruler again, and you'll see that, give it a little more room here, 24 centimeters and 1 millimeter. If you need to go a little tighter, all you have to do is just loosen the piece here and move it. Doesn't take a lot to move a lot, but that's how you're going to make your adjustments. And that's how you set up for your heavy stock booklet. If you have any questions, please feel free to call. Thank you.